All right, so let's get started. Okay, so this is we have the twins. Okay, we have Kari and Lisha Schneider on the call, and it's very excited and very honored to have them. So we want to listen to both of you. Share your story, how you joined Worldventures over I think 13 years ago, and how you overcame all your challenges to live a fantastic life now and traveling all over the world. So take it away, Kari and Lisha. All right, let's hear it from you.
All right. Awesome, Dennis. I am super excited to be here and just be on the call. And my sister and I are just so grateful for you and your leadership and such an awesome person. So just a legend in the industry. So great to be on the call, guys. I am Kari Schneider.
And I'm Lisha Schneider.
And they just call us the twins, the Schneider twins. And we're really excited to be here. And I know some of you have heard our story. And I guess I'm just going to share with you a little bit about our background, our story, really what we're excited about and really what Worldventures has done for us. I guess fast forward or 2015, 13 years ago or so, we saw this concept and idea. And our background really... we weren't business people, and we grew up in San Diego, California. That's where we're from. We came from a family of 5 girls and a brother, and my mom was very entrepreneurial. And what was really cool is as we grew up, very conservative. My mom was a single mom, and she raised us in the industry of network marketing, though. So she was a single mom, worked from home, and so we were always home. We got to see what she did. And so as we looked at Worldventures, fast forward 13 years later, we got introduced to Worldventures and the life of travel, the Worldventures lifestyle, and we fell in love, not only with the travel, but the business side and the people. And so as our story unfolds, we started this in Los Angeles, California. We were living there. We were
body doubles
for the Olsen twins. At that time, we were $50,000 in debt. We were living paycheck to paycheck, trying to pay off our $50,000 of debt. We were massage therapists. We were waitressing. We were trying to be actresses. And so as we worked with the Olsen twins, being their stunt and body doubles, I was Mary Kate and she was Ashley. And so we did a lot of their straight to DVD videos. So any of the faraway shots was us, or diving off the boats or riding 3-wheelers, anything they might get her doing was us. And so we always wanted to be in the movie industry, but it didn't quite go the way we wanted because we were there from 6 in the morning till midnight working as the Olsen twin body doubles, but they made all the residual income. And so when we looked at Worldventures, we've been on now about 162 vacations, and just the trips alone are fantastic. So as we started 13 years ago, we went on one of the first trips they had. Actually, the first 2 they had, we went on. And the company had just launched. It was just getting going. They only had 1 trip a month. And we were only open in the United States. And so we were really excited about launching it and getting it started. We were one of the first people in California to sign up as a member and a rep. And we just were excited about life. I think we were just excited at that point.
We wanted to travel and we needed to make a lot of money.
Yeah, about traveling and making money. And so we were able to show this. We just got excited and showed it. We had no idea what we were doing. And some people ask us, well, you need to be a salesperson to do this. And by far, we are not salespeople. We share this. We share the concept. We share the idea. We show the program as you see here. And they like it. They join. And so as we started, we had 30 personals that we enrolled. That's we referred it to. And those 30 had grown through that network into 3,000 memberships in a year and a half for us. So we were the first females to hit the highest rank in the company. We were the first females to hit the $1 Million Club, which here's the $1 Million Club ring. Show them yours, Leash.
Just the white gold.
And then this one is the 2xIMD. Show me your other ring. So the 2 rings, we've got 4 altogether, but one is the highest rank twice, and the other one is the $1 Million Club ring. So for us, at first, as we started, it was just about paying off our debt, about paying extra couple $100, making a couple extra $100 just to pay off our debt. But we really had no idea what it was going to grow into. And so we created it into over $1 million a year of income residually. And for us, you know, that is a lifestyle we never even thought we could have. And so thank you to World Ventures. Obviously, we were able to build that, create that. And, you know, people see what we have now, and that's not what we had before when we started. But we saw the people with the yachts. We saw the people with, you know, traveling all over the world and having that lifestyle. And that's what we wanted. And so we went out all massive action, and people ask us, well, twins, how did you get to where you were at? You know, how did you get the success that you have now? And I'll share with you, you know, we started in the business as female entrepreneurs, which there wasn't a lot of those people like us. We each have our own business, but we do this together. We work as a team. And so what was great is that we were able to have partnerships, and our business team members are several guys, which were able to partnership together. So we really leaned on the partnership of working together and having the women's strength and the men's strength and building as a team. And I think that's one of the most powerful things as we started this, that we learned to really work together. Martin Ruoff, who is a waiter, one of our first person that we enrolled in the company in World Ventures with us, and then Dave and Eva Uloa, which was our second people that we enrolled. We partnered up as a team, and people ask us, how did you build this so fast? And we started really without social media, which is crazy because when 13 years ago, you know, Facebook and Instagram and all the internet world wasn't what it was like now. And so we just sat down and we showed people at Starbucks, and we had a handful of people we'd meet up with throughout the day. And as we started, it was just the excitement, because we didn't have what we have now, which is thousands of trips all over the world. We had one trip a month. So we really painted the vision of what the company was going to be like as we launched it. And so we went on the first trip. We went on the second trip. We've been on about 164 now. And because of World Ventures, it's allowed us to travel all over the world, from Monte Carlo to taking helicopters, landing in Monte Carlo and in the Fairmont. Safari in Australia. No, sorry. Safari in South Africa. Then we went to Australia, and I was able to come to Hong Kong and visit there. And so looking at what this company's done for our lives, not only in business, it's allowed us to grow globally because we started in the US, but being able to grow a global team also. And I think that's another aspect now, as it shifted from doing our day-to-day and building the business of doing our events daily, our one-on-ones, our two-on-ones, our Zooms, our webinars. We do more online now as we continue, but we do so many local events also, and our events that we build up to at our night events, where we usually have, depending what market we're in, a couple hundred people at the events at night. So if you're looking at this as getting started and joining, this is the perfect time. When we started, people always say, oh, you got started back when it was, when in the beginning, that's why you're making all the money. And that is not true, because there are people getting started now, hitting the ranks faster than we ever did, and making the income that we're making at also, and even more. So we're excited about where we're at and what it's done for us. We were able to pay off over $50,000 in debt within our first year. We hit the IMD, which is International Marketing Director, the highest rank in 16 months. We were the first females to do it. So any females on the line, this is so awesome to be able to represent for women out there in this industry, because we bring something to the table, I believe, as women that nobody else can bring. Just the camaraderie, the relationships, the powerful, energy and passion, I believe, that we can bring that brings such a dynamic energy to the room, to the company, and especially to take the leadership side of it to the next level. I would say, to share on maybe some of the challenges that we had. I believe when we started, and this was going back like 13 years ago, we were we look like we're very outgoing, which we are, but we get, I think we took a lot of it personally, like as we showed the program, and it wasn't like it is now, how amazing the product is now. Back then it had one trip a month. when someone said it wasn't for them, we took it personally. And so we had to learn, hey, our job is to just go show this. If someone likes it, they're going to get started. If they don't like it, that's cool too. Either way is fine. But for us now, if we don't show someone, we feel that we haven't done our best. We haven't given that choice to the person to see it. So, hey, people ask what we do. We have fun. We take amazing vacations, and we get paid to travel the world. And my sister and I, we meet people out and about. We're on the plane. We're here. We're there. It's just an everyday life. We've incorporated it. We have our trainer, Mark Aceta, who is the director of training in our company. And, he shared with us, girls, you guys, we want to be so successful when we started. And, we're going to do whatever it takes to get to the very top of the company, which we did. But he really opened our mind, especially because we decided we got to have fun doing this at the same time as we're building the business. So every day we have fun. What trips are we going on? And if you see all of our social media or pictures, that's what we do. We go on vacation. We just got back from it was a 1,000-person takeover in the Mega Rockstar trip. And we decided just to go a couple days before to pop in, say hello. And, 1,000 people to take over the entire, resort. I mean, when can you do that? Like, it's not every day that we do that, which is pretty cool. Let's see. What else did I want to share with you? I would say some of the tips and maybe the building, how we built our business is we've kept it simple. I think in any business, some people overcomplicate things. So we keep things very simple. When someone gets started and maybe you're just joining us, I always ask them why they joined and if they want to make money, do they want to just travel? So we can give them the best, so we can get them started the right way. And especially if you're building the business, we share with people, let's make a list of your top 10. Let's get that showed right away. And usually out of 10, we're going to get your 4, your 6 makes your money back and continues on with making money from that point. But as we do that, one thing I believe that for our success is we've been able to build through the network really, really fast. So we're not the best personal enrollers ever, but we've really built through out of the 30 personals we enrolled, those 30 personally, about 6 of them are the ones that went to build the business. So out of those 6 is what built us to the 3,000 memberships that hit to the highest rank in the company. And that's because who are your top 10? Who are your top 10? Who are your top 10? And through that developed into those thousands. And now out of those 3,000 from the first year and a half, it's grown into over 200,000 members through our network all over the world. And so as people ask us, well, how did you build that? And it was just through the duplication of, hey, who do you know that likes to travel? Who do you know that likes to make money? But working through who are your top 10? Let's get your 4, let's get your 6, let's make your money back. And it duplicates from there. And so that's one thing we've gotten really good at, is being simple, making it simple, not overcomplicating it. Let's show someone and get them enrolled in the system and get them going right away. That's the first thing I would say. And then the second thing that we've really done, to me, is we're really systematic in getting people plugged in to the next trainings and really getting them on what's the next step. So in any time someone joins up, we ask what the next step for you is this. So if you're just joining, like I said, you make your list, let's get you enrolled, let's get you in the system. Now we're starting to build your business. Let's get you plugged into the next training, which is whichever one it is, whether it's the View, whether it's a regional training we have coming up locally. So we're big at plugging into the system, what we already have, because our culture is probably I believe the biggest thing in our company is the people. And just being able to go, I know we've been on several trips with you, Dennis, and all over the world, as we can go, we can meet up, and it's just like a big family. And that's one of the coolest things, I believe, that's different than any other company out there. So the systematic part is, for me, and I'll share this too, is doing the income producing activities. And I think in any business, it's what are you doing that's creating the income part that is going to get you to where you want to be. And for us, it's showing people. They see it, they join, they see it, they join, they see it, they join. So setting the appointments, getting people in front of it, that is, if you can do that and get them to see it and have them sit in a seat at one of the events or on the webinar, they see it, they like it, they're going to join. And that is where we've gotten really good at, because from that point, it's now just getting them plugged into that system. So the result-driven activity for us is just getting it in front of as many people as fast as possible that we've been doing. And I know that's you guys have a huge, fastest growing teams, which is all over the world. So I know you guys are doing obviously great at that too. And then I would say social. I'd say social is a big part of it for us.
Community.
The social, the community,
Culture.
And the culture. And even social with. We do a lot of trips. We do a lot of gatherings. We do a lot of events. And so we're very people oriented. So bringing everybody together is huge for us. We actually just got back today from 2.5 weeks, and then we don't travel all the time, but we were 5 cities we hit just because we wanted to go see some new events. And we went to one country. I was in Mexico this time. But it was really neat because we were able to do that. And just the social aspect of the company has been great. Being able to fly into Chicago, have 150 to 200 people there. San Antonio for us is, they had about 300 to 400 people in the room in one night. So that social aspect of it and being able to just meet and greet and see the people all around the world is one of the biggest things that we enjoy, and it gives us purpose. I know Lisha and I are completely different, Dennis, and I know you know that, but the people on the phone, let me kind of share with you. So I'm the business one. I love to talk. I do the presentations, training on stages with over 25,000 people. She doesn't like to do that because she's very social.
I love the social talk, have fun.
She's very social. So we'll be in so many different realms, and she'll meet people, and it's great because I'm the business one, she's the social one, and we work really well as a team. And so when you meet us together, they always call us the twins. But it's good to be able to have someone that you can partner up with that can help balance out, balance out. I don't know, balance
the
out.
Team.
Yeah, balance out. But it's good. Teamwork and, the efforts that we do together definitely makes a difference. Let's see. What else did I want to share? I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Any of the business?
Which one?
Business side.
Well, ladies, just let me interrupt a bit here.
Yeah.
So maybe you can share a little bit, maybe Lisha, tell us what you love about Worldventures and how it has, affected your lives up to today. What's the coolest things that you have done so far, over all this 13 years?
Can you hear him?
Coolest thing.
Yeah, what's one of the coolest things that you've done, in Worldventures?
What was before that?
Just tell us what you love about it, or something that you've done that you've really, really loved about it. What's one of the coolest places you've been to? I'll tell you mine, but I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Let me see if you can read my let me see if you can read my brain. I'll tell you what my favorite is. We'll see what Lisha's favorite is.
Well, I've got too many. There's so many
things
to think about.
Pick one. Pick one and share with them what one of your coolest experiences is. Maybe one of the coolest trips. I know the trip that you might pick.
Well, the safari one was really cool. So
tell me about the safari.
We would have never done this if we didn't get a chance to go to South Africa. And there's this one. So we walked with the lions. Scared to death about that, but we did it. I went, and there were, the lions, the tigers, cheetah. I had a cheetah licking my arm, and he was on a leash. So I was like, okay, I'm alive. And the next daring thing, we've never done so many adventurous daring things. We usually like to lay on the beach and just relax. But because of this, we were able to, I don't even know how tall it was. It was a free fall. Free fall, straight down. Right into crocodile waters. We didn't go in the water. They stopped us before we got there. We literally, you lose your stomach. It's like you just
it's a free fall.
And we've never really done so many adventurous things that we've been able to do. That was just one.
That was
we have
the
a few.
African safari tour that we went on. That was really cool.
That was just one, but there's
I would
so
say one of the coolest ones I remember. I mean, I could pick so many. Was we went to Australia and we stayed at the Hayman Island, which is one and only. And in the one and only in Hayman Island, they took us on a helicopter over the Great Barrier Reef, and they landed on one of the top 10 beaches in the world, which was Whitehaven Beach. And so the sand doesn't get hot. And so we got to hang out there, stay there for an hour or so, and had lunch. And then they flew us back across the Great Barrier Reef, back over to the resort. But that right there was one of the coolest things, I think, because I mean, I can't say pick one, Dennis, because they're all so great.
We've never had a chance before this to go on yachts around the world, yachts that are like 5 staterooms to. There was one that we did, the Sea Dream, that took us to the islands.
Sea Dream, it was an entire takeover, an entire yacht. There was about 100 of us, and it had one staff to one cabin room. And so we went to 5-6 different islands, and we took over the entire yacht with about 100 of us. So that was a super cool experience. Yep. And then Dennis, I have to say, when I came over to Hong Kong, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, I said one of my favorite places to eat that has one of the best desserts, and you'll probably tell me there's someplace other, but when I was there, we went to the top of the Ritz, and they had overlooking the city in Hong Kong there. It was the best chocolate dessert. That's what I remember. And that was pretty cool to see all the tourist sites there. So we've got to come to Singapore and quite a few other areas that we haven't been yet very soon.
One of the biggest things also that's changed our life is we've actually been able to live around the world, live in different locations, buy houses in different locations, have several cars that we would never have driven before, like an Aston Martin, Mercedes, all these amazing cars that we weren't really into cars before, but now we're definitely into cars.
Well, they're paid for by the company, so we have the cars, the houses, and everything. So obviously, the lifestyle. And I always ask Lisha, what do we do? People ask what we do, and we tell them we get paid to vacation, and we get paid to vacation, but then of course they pay for all of our life, our lifestyle, our life, our cars, houses, and everything that comes along with it. And I'd say one of the biggest things, you have the travel, you have the money, but the people are the biggest thing. And for us, that's why we love Worldventures, is the people. And if it wasn't for the people that we are able to, do business with and travel with and have fun with, then, it wouldn't be what it is. So that is why we love it here. And we're continuing to run fast and grow globally. And it's just excited for what we have coming in the future, Dennis.
All right. So just want to ask you girls, because you've been in Worldventures for like 13 years, what do you think about our founder and visionary officer, Wayne Nugent, and, the whole executive team? What makes you have faith in them that we can, become the next $10 billion company?
Well, first of all, Wayne Nugent is literally the best of the best. And so knowing him for 13 years, when the company was just getting launched and we had met him, and just he's so genuine, and his passion for what we are doing and just taking it to a whole nother level. So 13 years ago was just getting it to the first start. So now where we're at, taking it to like another run, another big level in the company, Wayne has a vision that nobody else has, and no one, I believe, will ever have. We're a step ahead of the game. He's always a step ahead of the game in everything we're doing. And so with Wayne, number one, we have him. And that's definitely one reason Worldventures is always going to be so unique and different than any other company out there. I would say Josh Payne, CEO, phenomenal. He is a rock. I call him dynamite. He's this really, with the whole executive team together along with him, as we've locked arms and continued to partner to take it to the next level, what they're doing and the foundational, and as we continue to grow more, is something that is important for the company as a foundational phase as we continue to grow faster and more global in all these new countries we're even launching. So with them, and I believe now that we've gone 13 years ago with nothing, and where we're at now and where the company's going, there couldn't be a better company to be with than Worldventures, and being a part of that. And I don't want anyone to miss out on the next 5, 10, 15 years on where the company is going to be, because even just what's happening right now and the energy and the passion and the building, and we're excited just to continue growing another phase to hit triple IMD. And, you know, for those people that are just starting on, you know, IMD, you know, this is the time, running fast, making it happen, and just showing as many people as possible. So we've got the right product, the right comp plan, the right executive team all in place. And I'm just excited to be able to partner with everybody, you know, Dennis, like you around the globe, that's just rocking and helping to grow on a global basis. So that's what I would say about that.
All right. So one last question, you know, because our past webinars have all been guys, you know, I am these guys. So you're the first ladies to be sharing a story. And I want both of you to give a shout out to all the women out there listening to this, you know, like give them some motivation and some inspiration, you know. Can a woman, say a homemaker, a housewife, or someone who's in a career woman, you know, how can they change their life with this platform, with this magical company, Worldventures?
So I'll talk to the women right now, because for us, obviously, we're that background, and our background was dancers, cheerleaders, we were massage therapists, we were waitressing. I mean, we worked a couple different jobs just so we could have the money to take another vacation. So for us, on our aspect, when we started and being a woman, my mom was a very entrepreneurial mom, and she always taught us that we could do whatever we want if we put our mind to it. And so luckily we were raised in a family that, you know, said, hey, you can do whatever you want, you can do it, go out there and you know, make it happen. So I say to the women out there, you know, we have our story, and we have several people on our team. We have stay-at-home moms. We have people that come from the corporate world that have, you know, come and hit IMD, and they came from 30 years in the corporate world, and their IMDs on our team. We have almost every background from NFL. That's football, but for the women, we'll talk specifically for the women. This is something that you can do a few hours a week and, you know, incorporate it into your own life of what you already are doing to make an extra income stream or an extra lifestyle of travel for your family. And that's something that's huge and important to us, because making our own money was important to us, to be able to have something that we could feel good about and passionate about, and it was ours or mine, it's yours, or, you know, as a woman, and being able to step up and just lead. And that's what we decided to do too, is because we didn't have anyone say, hey, go do this. We just said, hey, we're going to do this. And so for the women out there, don't wait for someone to say, hey, you can go do this. Just get up and leave. You know, we started California. We started, you know, help launch the United States. So, you know, being wherever you're at in whatever country or city or state or wherever you're at, you know, just make it happen. It's all about you and what you decide to do. And that was something that we changed in our head immediately, is that we've got this, we own this, we're going to go out there and make it happen. In our mindset, we're running our own business every day. We wake up, you know, and we're out there showing people and knowing that for me, I can help change someone's life. So you can do it from home. And that's where you don't have to travel. You don't have to do all this. That's all extra. And that's our lifestyle. Of course, you can do that. But if you're looking at really building a business and doing it from home, this is one of the biggest things. So we've done it all different ways, from the home, travel parties. That's how we started. And really, you know, we built locally, but grew globally. And that's how our business grew from there. So women, you got this.
Women are the glue.
Huh?
Women are the glue.
Yep, we feel that we keep the glue together, and we're continuing to grow, and we want to empower more women to be trainers with the company. I was the first woman trainer in the entire world. So I really challenge the women on the call tonight, or listen to this recording, is to really make a decision to say, I'm next. I want to be that next trainer, or I want to be that next IMD. And represent for us women together. And so if there's anything I can do to help, you know, I'm here, of course. I can, you know, any way I can help with anything, I am here, especially for the women, to help build into the next level and of course we love the men too, right, Dennis? So we all lock arms together and win together.
And we always say, if we can do it, then everyone else can do it.
Yep.
All right, cool. Women power, girls. Okay, so Yeah. So we really enjoyed your sharing. Everybody just give a big love and hugs in the chat group for Kari and Lisha Schneider, double IMDs, $1 million ring earners, all the way from San Diego live. All right. So thank you very much. Wave goodbye to everyone, girls. All right. So
Awesome.
we hope
Thanks,
to see you
Dennis.
at
Thank
the
you.
next big event out there. All right. Thank you very much, girls. Thank you very much.